Maxwell of the Cookie Monsters Lacrosse Club. Now, Cookie Monsters, different type of lacrosse club. What is the Cookie Monsters?
Man, Cookie Monsters is a great time. So it's a brainchild of this event, actually. We get together with a bunch of kids from all over the country. We put them together on a team, and we get to coach them up and have a good time. Just play good, high-quality lacrosse against kind of anyone that we get matched up against. So it's been a great time being with them.
Now, how long have you been coaching for the Cookie Monsters?
Ooh, I think this is my third or fourth year coaching with the Cookie Monsters. I believe in 2024 we won it all as a tournament champion, so that was a good time. So I love to come back and do it every year.
So is it like an invite type of thing, or like how do kids find out about Cookie Monsters to play in this event, and why do kids play for the Cookie Monsters?
So typically, we have a form that goes out on the Legends. Legends Lacrosse is our main sponsor, and they put out a form, and it's a player interest form, and essentially they put up all their name and information from wherever they are, and Reed and Rory and the guys up top, they take their time to go through and find the right kids and put them on the team, and we get to have fun with them. So it's pretty simple. Sign up, get an interest, and get put on the roster.
That's sick, man.
Yeah.
I mean, every time I watch the Cookie Monsters, it always seems like they're having a good time, getting some buckets. I know you're a different type of coach, so Tell me about your coaching style here.
Man, I'm really passionate and I'm really fun. I really love the game. I'm really enthusiastic about the game, and I try to get the kids to understand that. I mean, when you come out to a tournament, a lot of times there's cameras everywhere, and a lot of guys just want to get highlights. But one of the emphasis that we put on it is like, come out here to have fun. Like, we're playing a lot of teams that are school teams. They come here to tune up, get ready for the season, and we get it together and just get to play high quality lacrosse. And I try to emphasize to them, have fun. Act like you guys have known each other your whole lives. Let chemistry and fun intensity be the guide for us, and it's worked. We run plays. We get together. We get to talk about plays, and all of the players that we bring in are high quality players. So we can throw out little information, and they can go and execute it. And so that's the beauty of the whole thing.
High lax IQ guys. We love to see that on a team like Cookie Monsters. Now, you're a California native, so you've seen this venue a couple times. You've seen it for Coachella. You've seen it for Sandstorm. I got a question for you, though. Which one do you like more, Coachella or Sandstorm?
Ooh, that's tough. I would have to say Sandstorm because it's a little bit calmer. I think as I'm getting older, being out here for 3 days with a lot of loud music and a lot of people gets exhausting. But when you're out here for lacrosse, it's just a different feeling. It's still the same pride and love for being here, but it's a different medium. Yeah,
I mean, I watch a lot of music videos, and one music video that sticks out to me is that Fisher video of him playing under the arc. And it's crazy that kids are playing lacrosse under right now, man. These polo grounds are absolutely awesome. But you're from California, thick and through.
Yeah, born and raised in Culver City, California, in Los Angeles. My mom, Santa Monica High School graduate, so like we're an LA family. We've been around for a long time, so it's been great to be a part of the growing scene in Southern California, especially.
Let's speak about that growing scene, right? Because LA now, like you see a lot of clubs starting to go towards LA and that region, but before there was really too much club lacrosse, you were still getting started in the lacrosse world. How did you get going in lacrosse?
Yeah, so when I started playing club lacrosse was kind of the inception of club lacrosse a little bit in early 2000s in LA. Stars Lacrosse, Adrenaline Lacrosse, Scott Hockstad, when he came out to LA and the West Coast, he kind of blew up the club scene. And we all got an opportunity to go to tournaments and see what it was like to get recruited and be a part of that next level. Lacrosse has been around on the West Coast for a few years, but LA was new to it. And so for us to be able to get involved in the club scene when I was in high school, it really helped expand the game. And now, we all got to go to college, and we have all played in college. Now we're all home, and we all are club directors and coaches now, and high school coaches, and we're able to give back to the community that we all came from. So I think that's why we're starting to see a bigger growth in SoCal, because guys are coming to the West Coast and spending a lot of time investing in the kids in the area.
Who are some big West Coast names that made it big in lacrosse?
Ooh, good call. All states, man. Peter Baum.
Colgate legend.
Colgate legend, right? We got Eric Crum, right? That's another one. Salisbury legend. I think we got a good amount of guys that from that 2000s, early 2000s into now. Now we're getting kids from the 2027 class that are big recruits into Division I. You know, Trip King going to North Carolina. There's a lot of kids that are coming out of the West Coast that are going to be big names, I think, for sure.
So you've been around a whole bunch of lacrosse. You've seen lacrosse all over the country. Now, when you see West Coast lacrosse versus East Coast lacrosse, what's the difference that you see? Now, usually we talk about physicality, right, where, like, California kids, there's something in their water, right? Those kids are just bigger, great athletes. But East Coast is usually like stick skills, IQ type of guys. Do you see the same type of thing?
Yeah, I think California. I think the West Coast in general, the stick skills are there, the athleticism is there. I think the IQ is getting there. I think that is our weakest point, maybe the IQ. We have the athletes. We get to play year-round. I think that's the benefit. Club lacrosse is going on year-round in Southern California, which is why so many guys end up moving here, which helps the development of the athlete. I think IQ is probably our weak point right now from the West, but we're seeing it develop and grow now more and more and more. So doing Cookie Monsters teams like this, where you get a bunch of California kids playing with a kid from Baltimore or Washington, we could see how the IQ kind of comes together and they learn from each other. So being a part of events like this helps them learn and grow.
Absolutely. I think with the West Coast definitely doesn't get the luxury of being able to watch as much lacrosse as we do on the East Coast, right? Because we've got so many different colleges. We've got Rutgers, we've got Princeton, we've got St. John's, we've got NJIT, all those different types of East Coast schools over there. I just named like all the New Jersey, New York, or whatever. But you have so many different schools on the East Coast to watch, but not too many on the West Coast to watch. But if you had to choose a school in California to get a lacrosse team, what school would it be?
I'd have to be very easy to say USC. Dude, USC women's have done a phenomenal job growing that program. A lot of kids in LA want to stay in LA and go to a prestigious school like USC. Athletics at USC is huge. Football, like there's a lot of buzz at USC right now. I think if they got a program, I think they'll see a lot of growth there. That's the biggest one I would think of, honestly.
USC would be pretty cool. You're right about the women's program. The women's program is holding it down.
And even their club program, their club coach is actually one of our Cookie Monsters guys. He's out here right now. He's having a great time. And he's building a good group with them as a club group. And he gets guys from the East Coast that go to school there, played good high-level high school lacrosse, and then they end up at USC for education. And it'd be a good opportunity if they had an opportunity for them to play Division I or varsity level at least.
Do those club teams actually get like a good amount of people to watch their games?
I'm not sure, to be honest. I actually don't know. Back in the day, when I was coming up as a kid in LA, we used to go watch LMU.
Really?
Loyola Marymount. They're right there in LA, in like the Playa Vista, Westchester area, and they used to host games, and that was like the only place we got to watch live lacrosse. So we would go watch LMU play all the time when I was in high school. It's kind of funny because now LMU still has a program, but I'm not sure if they reach out to the youth as much as they used to, right? Because it's a good way to get some viewing in,
Because I know it's a misconception that only Division I has ballers, but I see people on the West Coast and in club lacrosse. I'm like, there's ballers on the club lacrosse level, so it'd be pretty dope to see. To watch one of those club games out there. Have you ever seen a club lacrosse game?
Not in a while. I've got a couple kids that are alumni at some of the schools, so I've been kind of following some of the clubs, but I haven't really necessarily gone out to watch. But no, I definitely know there's some ballers out there.
There are. So you keep up with lacrosse, right? You've seen a whole lot. Give me your Mount Rushmore of lacrosse players.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to go. Cool. No particular order. We're just going to throw it out there. I'm going to go Kyle Harrison.
Easy.
I'm going to go Mikey Powell.
Bang.
I'm going to go Casey Powell. We got to put him in the mix. That's a tough one. Top 5.
Top 4.
4?
Yeah, Mount Rushmore's 4.
Okay, 4. Dang, that makes it even harder. Chaz. I'm going to put Chaz Woodson on there. I'm going to put Chaz on there because growing up when YouTube was fresh, there was 2 guys that I got to watch infinite clips on, and it was Kyle and Chaz, and I went out and tried to do every move I saw. That, man, especially when they played for the LA Riptide. I got to go to those games, man. Oh man, I thought I was Kyle for every game I went out there. That double
Dude,
split, bro.
I was the same way. I was trying.
I was a basketball player growing up too, so that's why they related to me a lot. Like seeing those guys, I was like, oh, these dudes who? I was like, oh, I got that.
You got the frame though to pull off. Like you're quick like that. See, I was like this morbidly obese kid trying to hit that jump split. It never worked out for me, man. It never worked out.
That was the move. That was the move. And then I got to college and I learned that I had to learn how to use my right hand. I had to learn how to keep the stick closer to my body. I had to learn how to shoot that thing quick. So
get it out.
Yeah, get rid of it. So yeah, those that would be my Mount Rushmore. I'd definitely say Casey, Michael, Kyle, and Chaz for sure.
Those are good picks, man. Yeah. I remember the Chaz Woodson highlight tape, right? And it's him like in the room though, like recording himself like talk in the room to public service announcement, and then it just goes into like him playing, and those highlights were crazy.
Insane.
Like him jumping over the crease.
I never got to play attack. I never got to play attack when I was a kid. They always made me a midfielder. However, if I got behind the goal, all I wanted to do was I'm taking off. I'm leaping.
That's why I was so mad when they got rid of jumping into the crease. I'm like, this man made a living off of jumping.
Revolutionized the game with it. Obviously the gates were the first ones to pull that off. Let's not forget history, right? But for someone to be so explosive doing that, it was insane. And same thing with Mikey Powell. I think Mikey Powell gets a lot of people forget about how he made lacrosse just like stylized. You know, the eye black, the swag, the helmet tilt, like that's what made me love Mikey. And then, you know, Syracuse was just such a powerhouse, and I got to go to school in upstate New York. I got to go to the Dome. My first live college game was a Syracuse game on a recruit trip. So it was kind of like, all right, I'm sold. I'm going to school in upstate New York.
Yeah.
Obviously, Mikey Powell wasn't there yet, but I had been watching highlights to be able to go in the Dome and see that. It was really cool, man. Mikey made me want to be like the swag kid on the field.
One of the craziest clips in all of lacrosse that will never be topped was when Mikey Powell had the ball from about GLE, a little higher than GLE. He gets the ball, just does a front flip for no reason, and just shoots it and hits somebody's helmet. Like, I can't even imagine what the repercussions would be if that was happening.
Yeah, I mean, one of my favorite Mikey Powell clips is ball's rolling to the sideline in the Dome, and he goes and he one-hand picks up and comes over a guy's head and goes to the rack and bangs it. And I was just like, how did he do that?
Yep.
And to this day, I learned how to do a one-hand pickup just like that, like every time. And so I watched that video excessively. And now you see me out there doing, 4v3s. It's one-hand pickups, throwing it out.
Absolute magician.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. It's even crazier to think because Mikey Powell was doing that stuff before the stick technology we had now.
The stick technology now, actually, I was just laughing because I didn't bring a stick out here, and I was shooting on my goalie, and he was like, I got a stick in my bag. And I was like, grabbed it. I was like, this thing is nice. Like, I haven't touched a new stick in a while,
so long.
And the stick technology is getting crazy, which is why the game is becoming so exciting to watch. I mean, I just coached a heartbreaker. It wasn't a heartbreaker. We actually tied the game, but it was so exciting watching the kids, one, have that much grit, but two, just make plays in tight situations, getting beat up and running through plays, just gritty and being able to hold on to the ball and still get that shot off and make a good play. It's making the game fun to watch for sure.
Yeah, the game is at a level right now where it's never been more fun to watch, man, because you've got so many different avenues now to watch lacrosse. You got the World Games going on. You got the PLL. You got the NLL, college lacrosse. Yeah. I just realized, though, like, when you think about how long we have the honor to watch lacrosse, you go until, like, first game. Scrimmages start up today in college lacrosse.
Yeah.
And then we have all the way until the end of September, and then the PLL's over.
Yep.
And we've never been so blessed with that much time.
Full-time lacrosse viewing. And as a coach, it's good because we get to use that as reference. We get to use that as a reference point to say to our kids, like, hey, check out this fall ball game, or check out, this exhibition game. And seeing how the college players are playing at the speed that they're playing at because of the shot clock, right? Shot clock era made the game fast again, right? And so it's much more like basketball in that sense, where guys can relate a little bit more to what's going on. I think that was a big disconnection in the game early on, was guys couldn't relate to lacrosse because it didn't look like anything else.
My problem when I was growing up was always my IQ. And why was it my IQ? Because I would watch highlights, but I wouldn't understand that those highlights were made from something, right? Where these guys looked at the situation and made something of it. Right. I was just trying to dodge downhill just because, right? And I think now kids have the opportunity to watch so much more lacrosse, which can actually help their IQ.
Of course. Unfortunately, they're a little resistant to it. They still lean into the highlights, which I get it. Social media is our friend right now if you use it right. So I get it. When kids see things on highlights, they go, ooh, I want to try that. But I always urge them to understand how he got in that situation and why was that clip so cool.
Exactly.
Right? Why did that clip make you go ooh?
Yep.
Because you understand everything that went into it. So I think that's been a huge advantage to lacrosse, was being more visible on Instagram or just in social media in general, and the visibility on TV.
All right, I'm gonna leave you with this last question. I want to see how confident you are in your game. All right, so let's say I got out a shot clock right now to see how fast you shoot. How fast do you think you're shooting?
Today, or when I was at my peak in
No,
college?
today, right here, right now.
Today, I think I can get you at 89.
89? All right.
I think I can get a strong 89 now. I think I got that.
Really?
I'd surprise myself if it was higher than that for sure.
That shoulder is going to be hurting after.
Man, shoulder, back, hips, all of it.
Bro, I tried to shoot the other day, and I brought out the gun. I was shooting like 88, and I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah.
I'm like trying to shoot harder and harder, and the clock's not moving. The shot clock's not moving at all. So
I love that.
Now I got this dislocated shoulder. I'll be all right.
Hey, I'm lucky. I got some good assistant coaches with me, and I don't have to shoot on my goalies much anymore. So I got a guy that played at Syracuse. He was a second line midfielder at Syracuse, and he's about 24 years old. And I'm like, hey man, go at him, have at it.
That used to be my favorite part, but now I'm like,
I'm good. I'll pass.
I'm not going to take the 4 days of repercussions for warming up my goalie anymore, man.
I save it for the demonstrations. I'll give one good demo and a drill just to let them know that I still got it. That's it.
I got it when I need it, and that's what matters.
That's
all right. Well, Dev, thanks for joining me, my friend.
Thank you.
Appreciate you as always.
Same.
All right. Good luck for the rest of the day.
Thank you.